What's going on? Your boy Vrsatile's back, and I told you I would come with an LG G6 Super Rant. Now let's start off easy with the G6. It's got a beautiful design, right? It's beautiful, it's sleek, it's tall, but a good tall that utilizes multi-window very well. We know the software is kiddish and whatnot, but it looks like a very, very well thought through phone on the outside. And let's not forget about that beautiful robot face on the back. Now, let's get to why I am so perturbed by LG and their vision, their strategy, their marketing for this phone. All right. The US version comes with 32 gigabytes of storage, no Hi-Fi DAC, 32-bit Hi-Fi DAC. The international version comes with 64 gigabytes of storage. It comes with the DAC. Now, I think we all know that there's always advancements or improvements when it comes to storage in a phone, because software and the like take up more storage nowadays. And besides, who doesn't use 32 gigabytes of storage up rather quickly, right? That's one of my complaints. One of my biggest complaints is storage. It is windy as life out here, guys. But yeah, I just don't understand why the standard should now, or why it can't be 64 gigabytes of storage now. Like, I'm guessing with high confidence that the S8 will come with 64 gigabytes of storage. Why not? We see sub $500 phones come with 64 gigabytes of storage. The OnePlus 3T, anybody? That's one of my main gripes. The next gripe is the Snapdragon 821. Now, it's a good processor, better than the 820, a couple steps behind the 835. But if you're gonna wait this late to put that, to release the phone, why didn't you just wait and opt for the Snapdragon 835? Ooh. If you're gonna wait this late to put out the phone in late April, into April, why didn't you just opt for the Snapdragon 835? Why not? Because now you're giving Samsung plenty of time to not only possibly release their devices before you, but again, screw yourself over like you did with the LG V20, waiting so late to put that phone out. Guys, it's windy as heck out here. It is super windy. Give me 1 second. All right, back. Sorry about all that wind. But as I was saying, the Samsung Note 7 was able to completely dominate sales over the V20 until the explosion incident. So why in the world would you decide to wait so long to put out the G6? It makes absolutely no sense. Come on, please tell me why they waited so long for the V6 or the G6. This makes no sense. Now, next gripe with the G6. What is my next gripe with the G6? The Gorilla Glass they decided to use on the phone. Last time I checked, the Gorilla Glass 5 is out, and LG only elects to put that on the back of the phone. Not the screen itself, that's the most shatter prone part of the phone, but the back of the device, which it needs it. Very cool. Alright, cool. But you put Gorilla Glass 3 on your screen, and then you put Gorilla Glass 4, a little teeny bit, on the dual camera module on the back. So it sounds like you tried to cut as much cost as you could, yet you're still trying to charge more than $600 for this phone. This phone should legitly be sub $500. No more than $600 with all the shortcuts that they did to at least the US version. The international version gets the 64 gigabytes and the hi-fi DAC, 32-bit DAC. So what sense do I have in buying the phone that doesn't have the latest processor, doesn't have a hi-fi 32-bit DAC, doesn't have Gorilla Glass 5 on the front of the phone, and doesn't have at least 64 gigabytes of storage? Yes, it looks like a beautiful phone, but I have to use it. So I'm trying to figure out what in the world is wrong with LG and their direction that they're going with the phone. The V line is beautiful, it's gorgeous, I love it. But I hope they don't make that same mistake with the V20. Why did the V20 has a hi-fi DAC and the international version has a hi-fi DAC, but the US version always gets skipped out as if we don't want that in our phone? Like, we're not gonna use that. Of course we're gonna want that. It's kind of like with Sony and their missing fingerprint scanner, or not missing, my bad. It's deactivated, it's dormant in the US versions, and maybe with a software unlock, or if you download the international software version of Sony's Nougat onto your device, you'll be able to use your fingerprint scanner because it is in the phone, it's just deactivated. So this vision where like US gets skipped with a lot of the good specs, I'm trying to figure out, maybe I should just stick with Samsung or buy me a sub $500 phone that's gonna come with all of the goodies and some. Does that not make sense to you guys? Not to mention the fact that LG isn't releasing the phone till April 7th, which is 2 to 3 weeks outside of Samsung's launch date, as in you can buy the S8. Are you purposely trying to tank? Are you purposely looking bad? Or is it you guys just don't know how to handle yourselves anymore like LG? But let me know in the comments below about how you guys feel about the LG, how you guys feel about their direction and their vision. Do you guys like the G6? What are your thoughts about the G6? And it's your boy Vrsatile signing out otherwise, and I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully you guys have a good day, good weekend and everything. And until the next one, wait for it.